For now anyway, we're going to drop down. Yes, jump, jump, jump. There's a weapon, I think, for Tifa down here. And we need to basically work out where this dude's going to come from. And we found him. And that's unlocked the door at the top. So somehow we have to work our way back up. Eventually we'll get back to the top, I reckon. There we go. And we've entered the room with the pictures on the wall, which is of course the room we talked about earlier on. So just keep heading down the room and you'll have flashbacks from Sephiroth. What I am going to do, because Ares is a little bit weak and there's a boss on its way to us, is remove fire from Vincent's added effect. That's not going to help. And give it to Ares with the elemental materia in her armour to halve all fire damage. Interesting. Okay, so basically, if you're lost, the case seems to be that Sephiroth wants the black materia from the Temple of the Ancients to summon Meteor, a giant destructive force that will come crashing to the planet and destroy virtually all life and nearly the planet itself. The planet will then use lots of spirit energy to come and heal the injury, and Sephiroth will be there at the centre of all the spirit energy, collecting it all for himself. Bit of a mad plan if you ask me, but hey, he's the villain, so what do you expect? And it looks like the ancients from long ago prophesied that this would happen, based on the pictures, the paintings on the wall. And even Cloud's starting to lose it a little bit now. Yeah, don't tell him he was acting like a freak a moment ago, please, Vincent. And this is our first boss. Although no, it's not Sephiroth, it's the Red Dragon. He has some pretty nasty attacks, but with 6,800 hit points, hopefully he shouldn't take too long to defeat. Most of his attacks are fire-based, so don't cast fire, instead cast ice if you can. I'm going to start off with the usual big guard, and I suppose I could cast regen. What in the world? I didn't even know big guard could miss, to be honest. Oh well, we won't cast that for the time being. We'll just start poning him. Oh no, we did get big guard. What was it that missed? Vincent's limit break, that puts him out of us having to control him. He gets a nice hit point boost as well when you cast that. And let's just try and aqualung him to death. Yeah, he has some nasty physical attacks, but with barrier in place, you won't really feel them. Ah, right, I just thought Vincent's going to heal him with this. Probably best not to cast Vincent's limit break. Not on this encounter, not unless you've got level 2 already. But hopefully Vincent would have learned that casting Beast Flare is a bad thing now. Well, we've dispatched of that fellow. And that is the first of 2 bosses here. Also the easiest by a substantial amount. Lightning leveled up. And you collect the Dragon Armlet, which is a pretty good bracelet or accessory or whatever it is, armour piece. Don't forget to grab the Bahamut materia. The Dragon Armlet is basically an upgrade to the Gold Armlet, so we'll give that to Cloudy Boy. And it also halves your fire, cold and lightning damage that you receive. So not bad at all. Hang on, before we go though, we need to go this way. See if we can collect the black materia. At least I thought that's what we needed to do. Yep. Let's try and take it. So we can't take the black materia, that's interesting. But as Ares has pointed out, Sephiroth won't have a problem doing that with all the cronies he has. It's Cait Sith. The traitor. Now it seems he wants to redeem himself. Okay, I guess we have no choice, we'll have to trust the traitor. So Cait Sith's going to use his stuffed body to collect the black materia. At least that appears to be his plan. The next boss is quite challenging, but now you have random encounters here, you can grind up a little bit. And I think they give a decent amount of experience if you need it. Let's find out, shall we? Ah! Okie dokie. No, don't. Oh, that's annoying. For some reason, these dragons are immune to water attacks. And that's not very good at all. So, should we try trying? I daren't try fire on them. Yeah, try and do something. It's better than nothing, I guess. Ares' limit breaks are always useful. Healing wind. Let's see if we can kill these now. I reckon we'll get at least one with this attack. Or not. Wow, they got quite a few hit points, haven't they? Let's just keep spamming trying, it's doing damage to them. And one's down. Two's down. And three's down. Awesomeness. Let's see what we get for our trouble there. A nice bit of experience. And AP. So yeah, good place to grind if you need to. Let's speak to this fellow. Maybe he'll let us rest and save, and he will. Awesome. Now we're about to go and face the second boss of this place. And before we do so, I recommend that somebody has the slow material, the time material with slow. Somebody has big guard, and somebody has regen. So I'm going to give the time material to Vincent, and Cloud's got our restore material, so let's just sort that out a little bit. I'm going to take that off him and give him an all materia, and with that done he can now cast regen all, which will be useful against the next boss. Anything else want to level up in his double materia growth? Don't think so really, is there? But we might as well stick something in. So let's stick a couple of summons in. There we go. And with that done, we can head back to the clock room. And from the clock room we want to head to the exit, which is all we can do. And look, we finally found the exit to this place. Something not right with this door. And the wall's coming alive. Wonderful. This is the Demon's Gate boss. And if you're underleveled, he is a bitch. If you're not underleveled, he's fairly easy. So we're going to start off with Big Guard. Vincent is going to cast Slow. And Cloud is going to cast Regen. As you can see, he does a lot of damage. A lot of damage. So I'm going to cast White Wind since it's not prevented by barrier or magic barrier. Vincent's going to go into Galleon Beast form. And this guy, by the way, is really pretty much uses to cast magic on, he does not take much magic damage. So you're really going to have to rely on physical attacks, and with 10,000 hit points, it could take a bit of time. As you can see, his Beast Flare magic attack was pansy. So, yeah, physical attacks and limit breaks are pretty much the only way to go. Ares' physical attack sucks though, so it might be an idea to try and do magic with her. By the way, he can also cast Petrify. Something to bear in mind, he can't cast it on Cloud, seeing as how he has a ribbon on this game, but maybe on yours he doesn't. I might not actually cast Big Guard, you know, when it runs out this time. On the sole basis that I want their limit breaks to build up quicker. He's going to cast Demon Rush in just a moment, which is a pretty evil attack. Yeah, I think I'm going to designate Ares to healing only. Is he going to do something? Not at the moment he's not, so let's get Cloud attacking. Yep, Demon Rush. Pretty nasty attack, so let's get White Wind going. Good for building up your limit breaks though, which is why I'm not casting Big Guard as I mentioned. I wish he'd stop casting Beast Flare, it sucks on this guy. Still, at least it doesn't heal him as it did on the previous boss, so that was annoying. That's more like it, Berserk Dance. He does a lot of moving around. Because he's moved forward again, I think it means he's going to cast that rush ability in a moment. Which would be pretty good because his limits are then... Whoa, we killed him. And that wasn't too challenging at all, actually. A nice crit from Cloud seems to do the job. And we get a Gygus or a Gigas Armlet for that. And here comes Cait Sith. Come to save the day, apparently. It's nice to see that Ares can forgive and forget so easily. Goodbye, Cait Sith, with your stuffed body. It certainly is. Let's see if we can get the black materia then. Come on, Cait Sith. So with everybody outside safe and sound, poor Cait Sith's going to get crushed to death. Well, not really, seeing as how he's a remote control cat being controlled by somebody at Shinra, but hey. And it looks like it's all ours. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's Cloud doing? Don't do it, Cloud, please. Don't be a dickhead. Yeah, he has. All that effort and then Cloud just ruins everything. That's a bit extreme. Ah, here's Cait Sith number 2 anyway. And coincidentally he has all the same materials and levels and everything else that the original Cait Sith had when he left you. Where's Ares? Okay, she's going off after Sephiroth by herself. That doesn't sound like a good idea to me, to be honest. Right, goodbye Ares. Ares is leaving our party now, for the time being. And Sephiroth isn't too pleased about that, to be honest. And we have woken up actually in Gongaga village, which is the village where the broken reactor is, if you remember from earlier on. Yeah, Barrett's got a point, to be honest, Cloud. Well, with Cloud back under our control again, we can head out of the inn and find our party. Well, at least Barrett and Tifa are waiting outside. Yes, let's do that indeed. And quite handily, the tiny Bronco is parked just outside. And next time we are going to be finding Ares, and let's see if we can make more progress and putting a stop to Sephiroth. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know it was a long one. It might even be split up into 2 parts when you actually get it on YouTube, depending on how I feel. But thank you very much for joining me once again for this episode/episodes. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been some good story progression, and we got some good material, etc, etc, all that good stuff. Please rate this video up if you did enjoy it, that really supports me. I've been Fuzzfinger, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.